Hey fam, it's Icy of Icy Studio, and for my last reading journal video, I did a spread on the Japanese books that I have been reading. But now we are traveling across the globe to ancient Greece, and I will be setting up a reading spread for my Greek mythology books. So, before we get started, let's take a look at these books. First up, I'm currently reading a retelling of Clytemnestra's life, who happens to be Helen of Troy's sister. This one is a graphic novel, Hades and Persephone retelling, which is a particular Greek mythology story which I have been searching high and low for. And because I loved Ariadne and Electra by Jennifer Saint, I just had to borrow her newest release. This is also a new release this year, and when I saw the cover, I just fell in love with it and had it reserved at the library straight away. This one is about 3 particular women, one of which is Medusa, who were influenced by Perseus. I was actually looking for ancient Greek inspiration at the library, and I came across this beautiful book which I later found out was an actual textbook for a university course. And I'm here wondering why medical textbooks can't be like this. Anyway, I absolutely fell in love with the typography, the illustrations, and the designs, which inspired the Greek mythology reading journal spreads that I will be showing you today. And if you haven't yet, kindly watch my 2023 reading journal setup video. This notebook is from the Archer and Olive 2022 subscription box, and I am an Archer and Olive affiliate. Feel free to use my discount code ICStudio10 for 10% off eligible items. I have been really bad at updating my reading tracker and reading log pages. And to be honest, sometimes trackers and logs kind of stress me out, but then again, it's really nice and fulfilling to look at the finished pages, so I should probably update them soon. Anyway, I am a big mood reader, and my current reading journal vibe is dark spooky academia, and so I'm kind of trying to read books that are within that vibe, if that makes sense. Last year, I read a lot of young adult fantasy, but now my mood is gearing towards death, horror, trauma, blood, villains, dark fantasy, stuff that's like real life, lol. But anyway, what about you? What have you been reading so far? What's your current reading vibe? And what's your current reading mood? Are you a mood reader like me? Let me know in the comments below. So prior to this, I used to update my reading journal whenever I finish a book, but now I'm going to try something different and set up the spreads beforehand, so here we go. And category is minimal ancient aesthetic, and I am going to add accents of gold because why not, with a Sakura pen touch. So cool story, I actually won these pens from Sakura Australia's giveaway last year. And these Pigma Micron pens are my favorite drawing tools. They are waterproof and they don't smudge or smear even when you do watercolor on top of them. How cool! Oh, and by the way, I cannot draw things out of thin air, so I always need a reference. So I was actually hanging out at the library when I was drawing these drafts, and I grabbed a bunch of ancient Greek architecture books. I had originally envisioned a Greek structure of some sort wherein I would put pictures of the books that I will be reading or draw something that represents those books. I'm actually kind of happy with how I drew it because I'm usually disappointed with my drawings, lol. But anyway, and this is my interpretation of the map of ancient Greece. This is not accurate in any way, and I think I spelled some of the places wrong. So anyway, let's stick some photos. I like using my HP Sprocket to print out photos of my books. I like printing them in collages of 4, and I like the sticker paper. I am actually really relieved that all of the book photos fit in the Greek structure because I did not measure them beforehand. So here is the cover page of my Greek mythology spread. And now let's move on to the individual book spreads. Because I want to make them look as minimal as possible, I'm just going to write the book title in a Greek-inspired font and do line drawings of Greek statues. Again, I want to remind everyone that I cannot draw anything out of thin air, so I always need a reference. I get my references from Pinterest, and they have really, really nice line drawings of Greek statues. So I tweaked my drawings a little bit and decided not to include eyes and mouths because I tried drawing them but they didn't look good, so I rubbed them off. I actually thought of drawing Greek statues that are specific to the characters of the books that I'm reading, but I thought that was going to be a little bit more challenging, and I didn't really have the time and patience to draw challenging stuff, so I just stuck to the simple, minimal line drawings. But I would love to learn how to draw realistic things one day, like add shading and all of that crazy talented stuff. But because I am very impatient with my skills, I will just settle for line drawings for the meantime. So here is my Greek mythology reading journal spread. I tried to make it as minimal as I can because I am very lazy and impatient. But anyway, I am very excited to read these books, so let me know if you have read or will be reading any of these in the comments below. And if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. And thank you so much for watching.